Shalom Israel. First and foremost, when you give all praises, honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakadash. Double honors the apostles and elders of great Muslim teachings is truth, peace, and blessings to hope like the Israel and Shalom. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father in Hebrew, Bahashim is the name, and Yahweh Shai is the name of the begotten Son. Back in lesson, as you see in the title, the so-called independent / feminist women are through. Which is just gonna be a quick lesson through the spirit. Saw this quick video, and you're about to see this woman, define what an independent woman is and how they don't need a man, basically to protect, to defend them. They can do what a man does and basically do it better, because that's the mentality and the spirit that is heavily being pushed, especially onto these women. That I'm a feminist, I hate men, I don't need a man, especially the independent ones. I can do what a man does and do it better. I don't need them to take care of me. We're about to see a situation go down in this video right here. And a lot of you women that don't get in line and get in order and get with the program are going to face severe consequences, because we're heading some very scary and evil times. And hey, a lot of women are going to be killed out here, man, as we're about to get, in these few scriptures I got. So, pace real quick. You're about to see, what's about to go down on the right, which I tried to, get the full video of it, but they took it down or whatever. So, play it right here. Jump into it.
Independent woman, independence is an attractive quality.
No, how would you define independence?
In simple terms, a woman who doesn't need a man, but wants a man.
You need it.
See, and how does that make sense? You don't need a man, but then you want a man. It's just confusion, man.
Each other, man. Oh, someone's breaking it? Wait, where y'all going? Why y'all leaving it to the man? What's going on here? What happened to that strong, independent woman? Yo.
Now, imagine coming to these last days. Who are you going to rely upon? Your pink little Glock, your little pepper spray in your mini purse, thing that's going to defend and protect you. You are through, man. And multiple scripts go into, how a lot of these women are going to be in trouble coming these last days, man. Especially now you have them trying to push that purge law. I think they're already going to implement it, I think, in next year in January. Or trying to push that out, as well as probably in many other places in that purge law, man. You've seen the movie Purge, all the chaos that ensued from that. And that's an example of what's coming, especially coming to times of Jacob's trouble, man, when all hell will break loose. And a lot of you women are going to be in trouble, man. Main point lesson, once again, the so-called independent / feminist women are through. And once again, y'all that don't want to get up the program and get in line, once again, are going to face severe consequences. So hey, keep that same mentality and see where it leads you, man. Because you have many videos of, women saying, they're independent, this and that, Then, next couple seconds, or a situation may happen. And guess what? They're relying upon the man. It just doesn't add up.
A woman,
Play it one more time, and we'll jump to the scriptures. Keep it short.
Independence is an attractive quality.
No, how would you define independence?
In simple terms, a woman who doesn't need a man, but wants
All right, they don't need a man, right?
a man.
We need each other, man. Oh, someone's
Awfully seems like it.
breaking it? Wait, where y'all going? Why y'all leaving it to the...
See, now, once again, as I mentioned earlier, coming to these last days, when you have homes being broken into, people getting killed left and right, these are the times that we are heading into.
Man, what's going on here? What happened to...
You don't need a man. The scripture, go into it, man. Isaiah 4:1, Isaiah 32:2. To go into how the men of the Lord are going to be that hiding place, man.
That strong, independent woman.
Then you have all the audacity of the women say that they're the prize, that they're the reward, when the men are going to be the ones to be sought after, especially coming into these last days, specifically the men of the Lord.
Yo.
Let's look at these comments and we'll jump to the scriptures. I don't make today, a big lesson. So why am I not surprised by this? Best double standard ever. And these women are just talking, man. You see many videos coming of, similar situations, or women speaking on so-called independence, and just, regurgitating things that they heard, man. This way it sounds so-called good. So independent ran straight out the door. They independently ran. So these people know, man. But bro, they're only talk. That's 2020 for you. And once again, as you see, we're heading some very evil and scary times. Going back to Jeremiah 13:7, as well as many other scriptures. It's finna get bad out here, man. There's Isaiah 32:9-11 to go into how a lot of these women are going to be in trouble. Especially, once again, mainly you so-called independent and feminist women. I don't need a man to protect me. I can defend myself. You know, especially in the midst of all this chaos and trouble, they're going to be the main ones screaming and begging for help, man. You know, begging for a man. Isaiah 32, 9 and 11. Because you're going to have women getting ravished out here, getting killed. You know, it's going to be bad, man. Isaiah 32, 9 to 11. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. You know, because these women right now are on a lofty estate. You know, they're carefree. You know, because right now they're on top in this society. You know, they're always the victim. They're, you know, pretty much get away with everything. You know, read from time one more time. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Verse 10, this was coming to a lot of you prideful and wicked-ass women. Verse 10, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Verse 11, tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. A lot of these women are going to be in trouble, man. And there's also multiple articles going to women getting killed out here in these streets, you know, which I could have got, but, you know, I just saw that video. You know, the Spirit jumped on me to, you know, make this lesson. So tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. So tremble, ye women. Proverbs 1:26 through 28. You know, because right now, as I mentioned, you see them all prideful, boastful, you know, happy, and what's what I'm looking for? You know, boastful about their wickedness. Going back to Isaiah 3:9, as well as, you know, other scriptures. But it says, verse 26, I'll also laugh at your calamity. I'll mock when your fear cometh. You know, saying that nothing's going to happen to them, that they're untouchable. As you see with the many of our wicked people mocking the prophets, not taking these warnings serious, trouble is coming to you, man. And the Lord's going to laugh at you by the way of his men. Verse 27, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, meaning swift, fast. When distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. So now you want to call upon the Lord, you know, when you're in time of need, when you're in the time of trouble, you know. We had all the chances in order to repent, to seek Yahweh by Shemel Shai, but you wanted to continue to play around and take things as a joke, you know, looking for entertainment. You know, this place is about to be destroyed, especially a lot of you wicked women, you know. Think it's all fine and dandy. I'm in the back, I can do whatever I want. Cause that's a heavy spirit that's being pushed in this place, man. Especially with all these women rappers. You see with Cardi B, Beyonce, you know, pushing that feminist spirit, that they're above the man, they don't need a man, that they have to do nothing for the man. Go to show how out of order and wicked this place is. Kind of, you know, mentioning, you know, similar things to that lesson I made a couple days ago. Go and tell them, you know, the men are the prize, the reward, you know. Because they're going to be the ones to be sought after coming into these last days. You know? Jeremiah 37, specifically the men of the Lord. Our last 5 days great, so that none is like it, is even the times of Jacob's trouble. The time of our trouble, man. Times that have never been seen before in history. Showing you how bad it's going to be, man. It said, but he shall be saved out of it. How much shall he protect and defend his people, man? 2 Timothy 3:1, just add more on to the terrible times that are to come. This now also in that last days, perilous times shall come. Terrible times, man. Look at the word perilous. But it says dangerous, fraught with danger, hazardous, risky, unsafe, treacherous, insecure, vulnerable, uncertain, difficult, terrible times are ahead, man. And y'all don't get in order and get in line and seek Yahweh by Shemel Shai, you are going to be destroyed, man. Especially a lot of you women that don't want to, you know, get with the program. Isaiah 4:1. Now it says right here, because the men of the Lord will be sought after heavily in these last days, man. But I don't need a man. I can do things myself. All right, we'll see about that. Keep that same mentality and see what comes about from it, you know. Because once you have a lot of women getting killed out here, getting ravished, you know. Isaiah 4:1, you know, very serious times. And these things are not to be taken as a joke, man. You know, what many people are going to do, continue to look past, shrug it off, and think nothing's going to happen. All right, Isaiah 4:1 said, in that day, 7 women shall take a hold of one man. And number 7 goes into the word completion. So, you know, many women. In that day, 7 women shall take a hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Yet they don't need a man, right? Yet they can do everything themselves. But it says right here, the women are going to seek the man. And that day 7 women shall take hold of one man. Isaiah 32 and 2, as I mentioned earlier. And a man shall be as in hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of waters in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So showing the men are going to be, the hiding place for these women. As Yahweh Bashem Shai is for us. Scripture going to how we're hiding under the shadow of the Almighty, rough paraphrasing. The Lord's name is a strong tower, the righteous run into it and is safe. Bring one more time. Isaiah 32 and 2, and a man shall be as in hiding place from the wind, and the wind's going to, these destructions, the judgments the Lord's bringing out, and a covert from the tempest, which, tempest goes also into like destruction, strong wind. Let's see if I can get a definition for it. Storm, turmoil. Wait, where's that at? Storm. I thought I saw a turmoil. Let's see. Yeah, I saw turmoil on the bottom right here. The tempest of World War II. So you see they use it in different contexts also. It's a tumult, turbulence, disturbance, chaos. So in the midst of all this chaos, the men of the Lord are going to be that hiding place, man. And they're going to be the ones to be sought after in these last days. Let's see if I can get anything else from this. But we pretty much got what we needed. I think I got one more scripture. 1 Corinthians 11 and 9, which I don't really need this, but I was going to push another point. But it says, 1 Corinthians 11 and 9 says, neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. Because she's been pushing that, independent, feminist spirit, that they don't need a man, that I don't have to do anything for you, this and that. Just goes to show how out of order and rebellious ultimately this generation really is, man. And also why Yahweh Shemashah is going to tear up and destroy a lot of our people, especially a lot of you wicked women. Also mentioning a lot of you wicked men. The main point was, kind of going to these, independent and feminist women that are out here, man. And y'all don't, get, what's what I'm looking for? Get in order. Get with the program. As I mentioned multiple times in the lesson, you're going to face severe consequences, man. That mentality, that mindset will only lead you to destruction and your death, man. As we read earlier multiple times, how we're heading some very scary and evil times like no other, man. Also mentioning Matthew 24 and I believe 21. Going to, let's actually get that real quick. Close up with that. Lord is edifying. Quick lesson to the Spirit, Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So times like never before, man, showing how terrible and great this judgment is going to be. But the Lord's also going to be performing great miracles for those that believe, man. So we continue to pray the Lord to, continue to keep His Spirit on us, and to continue to, have mercy upon us, man. Defend and protect us in these coming times, man. And y'all are going to continue to be rebellious and walk after a wickedness and not take these warnings serious that are going out. You're going to be destroyed. Plain and simple. So, Lord, you're edified. Quick lesson to His Spirit. Lord, I had the main points in, tie together the best of my ability. I do want to give all praises, all in glory to Yahweh, Shem Shai, by Shem Dash. Double honor to the apostles and all the great millstone for teaching us His truth. Peace and blessings to hopefully to Israel, and Shalom. See you next one.